I love sangria. Sangria is one of my favorite drinks, and I usually make it for a lot of my parties. So let me show you how I make my sangria. There's so many different versions of sangria. You could do Spanish sangria, Roman sangria. There's just so many different versions, and you can use any fruit you want. Now, I'm kind of cheating a little bit because it's a party and I'm trying to make it as economical as possible, and I am using store-bought sangria, but I add all my own ingredients on top of it to give it that nice flavor that's unique and yummy. All right, let's get started. 2 oranges, we're gonna cut them up really quickly. And what you do is you cut all your fruit up and just drop it in your canister, your decanter, and let it marinate overnight. And why I'm doing this the night before the party, it really needs to soak up all the juices. You want everything to soak up together and be extremely yummy. And overnight, you know, sometimes when you make sangria for the same day, it's good, but it's not what it feels like when it's late night. And then it's yummy and all the ingredients merge together, the brandy, the wine, the oranges, the limes, the lemons, and whatever else you decide to put in it. There you go. I'm gonna put a little the lime juice and squeeze it on top so we get all the juices. You know what? It's something to say about really great fruit, herbs, and spices. It just, the food, it changes the food. Everything should be fresh. I just really believe that we use as much fresh ingredients as we possibly can, because the flavor is so rewarding. Let's do a couple apples. And like I said, you could do plums, you can do raspberries. There's so many different sangria recipes if you go on the internet or cookbooks or whatever, or make up your own. That's what I do. This is a makeup of my own, long as you know how to put the necessary ingredients in it. Apples. And nothing has to be perfect. Have you noticed that everything I cut is kind of coarsely cut, kind of rustic style, and that's just my style, to be honest with you. I don't want anything perfect. I don't know anybody perfect, so I don't want anything perfect. This is just fun cooking for family and friends for our annual Halloween Harvest Fest. And I just love having people over. You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I entertain 24/7. That is my thing in life, is entertaining people and cooking for people and making drinks and making concoctions and making things up and finding recipes in magazines and kind of putting my own spin on it. That's what I do. That's my passion, and I love it. But I'm here to show you how to do it simple style, because everything I do is easy and simple that anybody could do. I don't want to do anything complicated. You know what I mean? It's no fun. So, all right, let me wipe my hands a little bit. Now, we're gonna put 2 tablespoons. Well, actually, I'm making a big pot. I'm gonna put 4 tablespoons of sugar. If it was my smaller version, I would put 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what the sugar is gonna do, it's gonna marinate all those yummy lemon, lime, orange, all their juices are gonna marinate together and give it like a bind. It's gonna bind it together so you get the burst of flavor. I'm gonna put a little brandy in. You could use brandy, you could use rum, whatever you like. I personally like brandy. It just kind of gives it a better Spanish, Latin flavor to it. And since I'm kind of doing all Spanish and Latin food, bloodthirsty sangria works, which is just sangria. Sangria's been around so long that this was the drink for Romans. And it really is about natural fruits from whatever you grow and mixing them with wine. So a little brandy there, not too much brandy. And we'll do one more just to give it that yummy, yummy brandy taste. There you go. So I'm using store-bought sangria that has all these ingredients already, but now I added my own stuff. Normally I would use just red wine, a Zinfandel, something like that I bought at Trader Joe's. But this time I want the extra flavor. I want the cost to be economical because a lot of people will drink a lot of this. And this is a big bunch, plus it has the flavor already. So now I'm adding to the flavor to take it to a next level with the fresh fruit and the brandy and the sugar. So one more bottle of sangria, sangria. Who doesn't love sangria? You know, it's the light end of having wine, but it's perfect for parties because it's really like a big punch. That's all it is, a big giant punch, red wine punch, spike punch. So this is gonna sit in the refrigerator and marinate overnight. Then tomorrow, well actually I'm gonna taste it to make sure it tastes pretty good. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Do I need to add more brandy? When people do get it, I will pour sparkling mineral water in it. And this is my sparkling mineral water with mixed berry flavor. You can use plain, you can use lemon, lime, whatever you like. I'm gonna use one with the berry flavor just to keep the whole berry thing going with the wine and everything. And you pour it in. And what I'll do is I'll pour this whole thing in there right before I serve it. And let's taste and see how it tastes. And then of course you scoop the fruit out like this. No respect. Actually, I could use a little bit more brandy in this personally. We're gonna make it a little bit stronger. You know, we don't want people to think it's lightweight. It's a little light for me. Let's put a little bit more brandy, and that's why you taste it. Because I did put 3 jugs of sangria. I'm gonna put 3 of those in there. I need it a little stronger. That's Allie in the Valley for you, keeping it strong. You don't want people to come over here going, dang, I couldn't taste anything in there. All right, we're gonna let that sit overnight, and then tomorrow I'll show you how I put it all together for our great sangria. From my family to your family, Allie of the Valley, always eat healthy, try your best to go organic, and by taking slow steps in this process, you too will live a long life, but most importantly, we'll be teaching our kids how to eat healthy. Thank you, Allie in the Valley.